so far away that you stick needles into veins.
To single perfect. And puckered track marks sat in the crook of my big brother's elbow.
Like a promise waiting for fulfillment.
At first, I was startled into silence.
The first time I found out that my father was a drug dealer, I was confused. Why couldn't he have been an astronaut or a fireman? Someone whose paycheck didn't depend on people jamming filthy needles into the
He pops pills like an animal so that the nausea will make it feel like problems fade away. Just like his ability to function.
I said nothing. I looked away.
Your addiction was how my family put food on the table. Your illness was a luxury I used to feed my empty stomach.
Side effects consist of obsession
Paranoia.
And delusions.
He is convinced that loving is so much better when he's higher than skyscrapers, that falling down doesn't hurt as much. But the second he looks into mirrors, he'll be shocked at the sight of his own skin.
Every time he went spelunking into his forearm.
I got fat off of his agony.
Don't ever say the word
Heroin
out loud.
Curiosity is the first initiation, but soon promises of only trying it once become
promises broken by the 100th time.
Telling yourself it's the last time, I swear.
My father piloted his chariot of death across a sea of broken skulls. I may not have been able to share what he did on career day, but my dad came home with more cash than any of those big shot lawyers or fancy neurosurgeons.
My brother is so sure of himself, so proud. He looks over at me sitting in the passenger seat of his car and tells me,
You have to try everything at least once.
I may not have agreed with what he did,
But I never asked questions. Your pockets have never felt deeper.
Poison has never tasted
I
better.
don't acknowledge that I've seen his track mark,
Which
he is so obviously proud of. He makes no attempt to cover it.
My father was a miracle worker, and I watched the way he used dollar bills to mop up bloody wrists.
He was a provider for fiends, not children.
Grown men into the cusp of oblivion.
And they loved every second of it. The rearrangement of his body's temple became the altar for his worship.
I have watched so many people fall into an opiate death grip. My brother walks in the footsteps of my father and my sister. When you climb that high, the ball is hard enough to break you. We had been there. And I confronted my father over his array of bee stings. Would he still have had the balls to press needle to skin? He had held my sister while she shook and vomited and screamed her way through her first set of withdrawals. Would that bastard still have the audacity to smile and show me his injection mark? Would he still be hunting for enlightenment through chemicals? Would his tongue flip so easily over talk of dimension?
The moment he altered himself was the moment he stopped living.
Because just being at peace is nowhere near feeling unstoppable, untouchable, indescribable.
The first time I realized that my father was a drug dealer, I realized that everything I had ever owned was covered in the blood of overdosing teenagers and underweight mothers. He smiled.
And tells me not to worry, that anything is possible when you dig down deep enough, so I won't.
As long as no one says the word
Heroin.
out loud. If truth is unspoken, you can find some way to justify this to yourself.
Watch the way I justify my own silence.
Watch as my father builds a home over a grave.
Watch as your brother buries his
Say nothing.
Look
It's
down.
impolite to stare.
I'm well trained in ignoring habits.
Come on.